we talking about? We're talking about Tokyo Ghoul A, otherwise known as Season 2. Let's call it Season 2. I like math in a title. Don't make me math, Japan! Tokyo Ghoul Season 2 is it's a downer. Pretty much the whole season. It's a big downer. You're like, aww, 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 aww. And then by the end, you're so numb to it, it kind of loses its effect and is a little less powerful, even though you really care about the characters that are involved in the end. It's just, you've already had so much, it's not quite as potent anymore, and you're like, oh, well, that sucks. But that's not how you want to feel, considering the build-up from the first one didn't leave you like that. It left you, oh my god, what's going to happen? This one's like, oh, that's what happened? Boo. And just FYI, if you're thinking, I don't need to see Season 1, I'll just jump right into Season 2, you're making a mistake. Don't do that, because honestly, Season 2 is not quite as good. I know. Oh my god, what did you say? Yes, that's right, I said it. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying the build-up that the first one had, this one doesn't quite have it. It's like, oh, that's kind of what it's like. They're telling it different than the first season. The first season was, you know, Kaneki and the ghouls and the ghouls and the ghouls. This one's like the ghoul police, constantly. There are entire episodes Kaneki's not even in, and you kind of miss him. They throw all these curveballs at you, but then they also just kind of throw them away. So in true anime fashion, they answer none of your questions. Out of the like 15,000 questions they gave you, they answer 3. Oh well, that sucks. They introduce new characters, and you mostly don't care about them at all because they're not interesting or don't have enough information backing them to make you care. To make you care. I don't care. So what? Weird black and white one-eyed striped twins? Who gives a fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Where's Kaneki? That's what I thought. If you were like me, you were still on this really high Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, let's call it boner. And then Season 2 is like total flaccid wiener. And it's not good. Season 1 is over here from these people, and you really grow to like these people, and you really understand these point of view. And then Season 2 is all these people, but they don't really flush out these characters, so you don't really care, and it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. It's not that Season 2 doesn't have feels, because it has feels, and you feel the feels. But it's almost too much for characters you don't like. We should be getting Tokyo Ghoul or whatever, which I'm hoping is coming out either later this year or early next year, which would be awesome. But, once again, all these questions, no answers. Up and away. At this point, if they don't come out with more, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Meh. Even though the animation's still very good, the voice acting, because obviously I'm watching it in the Japanese right now, the voice acting is great. If you really like Tokyo Ghoul, you will watch Season 2. And Season 2's not bad as long as there's another piece. As long as there's a third piece, I think Season 2 is actually going to be a nice little gem. But without that final piece, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, and I'm a little disappointed, and I'm sure a lot of you are too, because I'm sure a lot of you really like Tokyo Ghoul. That first song was like so perfect for Season 1. It was the Unravel, the song Unravel, that was so amazing. And this other one is good. Don't get me wrong, it grows on you and it's actually really nice. But in comparison to that one, it doesn't really hold up. The story is not told well. That's what I'm taking away from this. It's not the story, it's the way they're telling it. It's not as good. Sorry. It feels like instead of information, instead of resolving any of these internal conflicts you, the audience, have derived because you don't know what's going on, you're trying to piece it together, instead of them showing you a conversation with information to help, you know, get you on the same page, they'll just show you a fight. Just a fight. Fight. And then they only like half resolve the fights. There's plenty of times where people are insinuated to either have died or survived, but then again, they don't answer that, so you don't know. And it's kind of annoying. It's kind of bringing me down. It's kind of bringing me down a lot. As long as there's another season, at least one, they could fix this. But as of right now, this is way too many holes, has way too many questions, not enough action that you like. There's action, there's plenty of action, but it's with characters that you don't like. I don't like Juzo. Fuck Juzo and these weird twins. I don't care. There's not enough Kaneki. That's mostly the issue. Not enough Kaneki. Entire episodes, he's not even in. And when he is in, you get him for about 2 minutes and then he's gone. And then it's a whole other episode that he might not be in. It's kind of a downer. You don't get to see as much growth from pretty much anybody. From pretty much anybody. You don't get to see a lot of growth. Any character in this entire season, you get nothing from, as far as growth-wise. Season 1, there's plenty of character development. Season 2, not so much. Kind of disappointed. My official rating and my unofficial rating system, it's watchable. It's watchable. If you thought Season 1 was overhyped, you're not going to stick around for Season 2. You're not. This is AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusion, suggestions, put them below and I will get back to you. See you next time. Here's the real shit right here. The very last episode of Season 2, when Toka's like trying to run to the battle and all that bullshit. What the fuck, Toka? They spent an episode and a half explaining how you were a speed ghoul and now you can't run fast? This is bull. Oh, I hope I make it. If only I had, you know, like strength and super speed. Really? Really? And Heideke's sleeping. Like the angel that he is. Sleeping. He's not sleeping. He's not sleeping. The finale, the last few episodes, I'd argue the last 4 episodes, are worth it. But at the same time, there's not enough support throughout the rest of the season to make it as powerful as it should have been, because you get the devil ape and you get the black dog, but they didn't really go into any of that. And so when it happens, especially if you know nothing of the manga and you're just watching the anime, okay, cool, I guess. They do answer who, or I guess what, the one-eyed owl actually is, which is nice, because everybody thought it was this, and then it wasn't. And we still don't know what the fuck is wrong or is up with Juzo and the weird twins. We have no idea. They don't go into it. Right? Who's turning humans into ghouls? This is obviously, Kaneki's at least the 3rd, if not more. But they don't go into that at all. I mean, the Meh guy, remember Meh? He was in an orphanage run by a ghoul. That's actually really interesting backstory they don't go into. You get like a little taste and then next. It's frustrating because they're not giving you all the information to really make this as powerful as it should be. Not as it could be, as it should be. Because, holy shit, I was being cared for by a ghoul. That's actually really fucking fucked up. Especially what happens to the kids who get adopted. A-dinnered. Jesus.教えて